Smoking Championship. And the undisputed champion is eCigShop.com. It's eCigShop.com. We carry Smoke Tech, Kager Tech, Aspire, and many more. And featuring our own brand of e-liquid, E-Cig America. Handcrafted right here in the USA. We offer military and veteran discounts. And donate to the Wounded Warrior Project. Plus, get free shipping. Details online. Your home for all your e-cig and e-liquid needs. e-cigshop.com. eCigShop.com.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Commercial real estate and small and medium business growth is driving our economic recovery. But it can be difficult to get commercial and small business loans in the middle of a credit crunch. No matter how excellent your credit score, many banks simply aren't offering commercial and small business loans. Where can you turn to in this troubled economic climate? At ERS Nationwide, we understand your struggle. That's why we provide you access to a wide range of commercial and small business loans throughout the United States and in some cases internationally. You can trust in ERS Nationwide to help you obtain the small, commercial, and small business loans you need. You go to nationwideloansnow.com.
Your search for love and companionship ends here. Join now at TalkToSingles.com for free. It's a new, high-quality, internet-based personal dating service that allows single men and single women to meet and engage in electronic conversation in the safety and comfort of their home computer. It's a dedicated team providing online dating services for successful matchmaking. Join today absolutely for free and start connecting with singles in your area now. And check out the Android app. Go to TalkToSingles.com. That's singles.com.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at route106motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. route106motors.com.
This is Matt Hazley, your host of Straight Talk. Come join me every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ARM Radio, home of the big guns. Boom.
All right, welcome back to the show. Heading to the top of the hour. When we return after the top of the hour, stick around for senatorial candidate Rebecca Paddock as she joins me as we talk about a conversation that I had earlier this week with some folks on Facebook, one of which was going to come on tonight, but is feeling a little under the weather, and we hope he feels better. I know there's a bug going around, especially down here in Texas. It seems that people are catching a strain of the flu that's just nasty. Man, it's knocking people out for like a week. Of course, we had that Ebola scare up there in Dallas, and I don't know if it was as bad as what the propagandists were saying, but it's hard to believe anything anymore. It's hard to believe what the mainstream media is telling you. And I don't know if this, I made a comment on Facebook, all the nurses and doctors and stuff that's treating the Ebola patients up there in Dallas. How about we take a break from flying around the country and going on cruises, until that kind of goes away or until you figure out if you're sick or not. I mean, I'm not really sure what kind of training goes into being a nurse, but if you're around a deadly virus, you might want to cancel some plans for a little while. I mean, I know life's unfair, and you had a wedding. I guess one of them had a wedding plan for quite some time, and they were going to, go to a wedding on a cruise. But when you boil it right down to it, come on, you just got done treating a guy with Ebola, or whatever the hell you call it, and the stuff's not anything to play around with. I mean, 1 minute you're walking around just fine, you catch a little bit of a cold, and then all of a sudden you're dead. It kills you. It's already killed a couple of people here, and that guy came back, flew back on a plane, went to the hospital. They turned him away. He went back home, went walking around town talking to a bunch of people, and it wasn't until he was too far gone that they even got back with him. So, and again, I don't know if it's as bad as what they're saying. There's some memes going around saying that more people have been married to Kim Kardashian than have died from Ebola. So, that may be true. That may be true. I mean, we might have a handle on it, so we'll be okay. So, it's just kind of funny because everybody talks about it. All the propagandists are getting everybody scared. You got kids canceling school. You got people canceling other things, and all because of the propagandists jump on there and they just want to. That's all they want to talk about is Ebola. And of course, then the Fox News gets on there and blames the president, like he had anything to do with it. Then the MSNBC gets on there and wants to blame the Republicans because they didn't push through the Surgeon General because they're afraid of the NWA. Because if you don't know anything about what's going on with that, the Surgeon General, the one that President Obama wanted to be confirmed, felt that the gun deaths or people being killed with guns was an epidemic, and that one of the things that doctors should ask if you go see a doctor for anything else is, do you have any firearms in the house? And that they should use that as part of their health and safety concerns. And of course, that just opens up the door that if somebody says yes, they have firearms, then depending on where they live, what kind of socio-political area they're in, then those doctors could use that information to report them. If they say you have an anti-gun doctor and he wants to rid the country of guns, well, that's the way he could do it. He could report it and say, hey, I feel this guy, he owns guns in his house, and it's a health issue, and the police need to go take the guns. But they won't, they're not for gun confiscation. This is a safety issue. You see that slippery slope? That's why the NRA doesn't want it. That's why I don't want it. I don't want a doctor dictating to me what's safe for me. The doctor needs to fix me when I get sick. Period. Thoughts and prayers go out, by the way, to Corporal who was shot and killed today in Canada. He was shot and killed by a Muslim extremist who, his name was Corporal Nathan Carrillo of the Canadian Army, who was standing guard on their Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and a armed gunman that's Muslim and an extremist came up and shot him, and then they went on a shooting rampage in Parliament. And that's all that with these very strict and very intrusive gun laws that they have in Canada. So that's two situations in the last year. They got the guy that's still on the loose somewhere in Canada that gunned down some Canadian Mounties, and they still haven't found him. And then this case where extremists gunned down a soldier in broad daylight in front of an army memorial. So how those gun control laws work. And of course, all our gun control advocates are like, see, we need more gun laws. So punish the people who aren't causing the crimes by passing laws that aren't going to do anything to affect the people who are causing crimes. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But anyway, our thoughts to his family. Brave Canadian soldier who's a veteran, Iraqi veteran, came back. And you know what's different about Canada, the United States and Canada concerning this? See, this isn't a workplace violence. They're calling it a terrorist attack. They're not calling it workplace violence. So there's that. When somebody proclaims a certain religious belief and then uses that belief to kill people, then that's an act of terrorism. And I don't care if it's a Muslim or if it's a white supremacist Christian or if it's a Black Panther. If you are killing people in the name of your religion and you are taking firearms to do it, then you are a terrorist. It doesn't have to be just a Muslim, but these guys were Muslim. They were getting at their ideology through the mosque there in Ottawa, and they decided that they were going to strike out in the name of their brothers from ISIS and attack the Canadian military, who is over there with us as our ally. And they shot and killed a soldier who was basically guarding a war memorial in the Capitol. So there's that. Good job with that. I guess when it boils right down to it, humans suck. We are unpredictable. We are inconsistent. A lot of times in our lives, we make horrible decisions, no matter how well our parents raise us. Somewhere, something happens, and a horrible decision is made, and through that horrible decision, people are killed. Tempers are lost. Decisions are made in the heat of passion, in the heat of revenge. And whether or not a firearm is available for us to use on ourselves or on others, you cannot and you will not be able to stop someone who is dedicated to their cause, who is committed to doing whatever they're doing. That's one thing they taught us as a police officer. If somebody wants to kill you, they will kill you. There's really not much you can do other than hope to get the drop on them. Because at the end of the day, dead is dead. And my guns sit in a locked cabinet. The ammunition is separate. I've got a couple of firearms that are ready in case something happens to me, but I could very easily get shot through the window. Someone could break in when I'm sleeping. I mean, it doesn't ensure you 100% that you will be safe, but it does afford the opportunity, if you can get the opportunity, and the knowledge that you're armed will keep people out of your house. It's called a deterrent. But again, our thoughts and prayers to that young corporal who was shot and killed today in broad daylight in Ottawa in front of the war memorial in their capital. That just sucks. That sucks on so many levels I can't even imagine. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Rebecca Paddock is going to join me. We're going to talk about voter fraud. Does it exist? Is there voter fraud, or is it just something the side that's losing is making up? That's what I was told earlier this week, and we'll go through that string and that conversation. And I will not mention the names of guys. I don't think they want me to, and after I read it, you'll understand why I don't want to. I don't want to embarrass them. One of the gentlemen was wanting to come on tonight. Of course, he's a little under the weather. We hope he's feeling better, and we hope that we can get him on at a later date, because it was going to be a good discussion, because there's some things he brought up and things he said that I was going to address and ask him